Welcome back, everyone. Okay, just need to get a little bit more work done on here, and then we can start on the painting.
Okay, doing the matte black here to start with, just to prime the surface inside and outside. Alright, doing chrome silver now. Alright, just gotta let that set, and then we can do the final hull color after that. Okay, time for the primary color. I'm going to be using a Corsa Gray. Okay, just gotta let that set, and then we can start on the lighting.
Okay, got everything here. Looking really good. I'm going to start off by lighting up the warp engines here. Okay, so I got this light strip here. It takes 12 volts, 1 amp to light. And I have 5 mil red LED, which helps to light up the bassards. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the strip. Find out how long I need to make it. The strips all in there, they're ready to go. The red here, I'm going to have 470 ohm resistors on those, and they will tie directly into the strips here. Okay, so let's get those in place. There we go, all tied in there. Okay, just got to do the same thing to the other two, and we can put the navigation lights in here. There we go. Got those all done there now. Now we got 3 whites for the navigation, and they're going to go in there. See a little hole there? That's for the fiber optic. Using a 470 ohm resistor. Using a 20 mil fiber optic line. So I got that all on there, and this whole thing here will be chrome silvered, or you can paint it black. You just want the light from this not to interfere with that. Now, this little tip here, I'm going to melt down with this, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to hold it just above it and slowly melt it down. Just so it looks like a little dome there. Okay, so that takes care of that. Okay, and that's all there is to it for that. Now to get the other ones done, and we're good. Okay, so with those done, I still have to put lighting in here and here. So it's just going to have one fiber optic line, a 30 mil. It's a bit thicker, and just poking through and pointing at the light source. That's all I need to do for that. Okay, that's the way I got it there. You can see it just come through. The hot glue softens it. See, it's easier to bend them down. And just melt down the tip there to a little ball. That's perfect. Okay. So those two engines are fully lit now. Those are good. This is fully lit. The engines are all but done. Alrighty then. I got the light strip here. I'm going to go around just on the inside of the lip here. Let's go from here to here. So now I'm going to add some wiring on here before putting it into the ship. I'm going to add a long one that goes down into the ship to tie into the other light strips below in the engineering hull. The next one I'm going to put on is for wiring to go to the 5-volt regulator, which powers the navigation lighting, the circuit. Other points here are for lighting that go to the other light strip. Which is going to be along the top part of the hull which shines down, lighting up these inner windows and the lighting in the neck here. Okay, now we put a light strip in here. Okay, so I gotta put them in 3 different strips. One here for the neck, this one here, and this one here to light up the inner windows. So let's get those in. Okay, there we go. All tied together. All right, so I got those tied together. I just want to do a quick light test to see how it looks. God, that's beautiful. Nice. Okay, on the bottom here, I'm going to run a light strip all along here, but I need to get a little base put in here for the light strip to fit onto. Okay, so I figured out I needed 7.5 centimeters long. Okay, so I got those lighting in there tied into here, and these 2 points here are for the warp engines to tie into. And this extra piece here, I'm going to use to tie into the main power plug that goes in. So maybe just here. Okay, now for the bottom sensor dome, I still have to drill a hole here for the light to go through. So before getting too carried away, I got all the windows filled in, and I used this evergreen canopy glue. It dries clear. Or you can use, if you can find it, you can use Windows Tester's Window Maker. So I got that. All of those are all done. The back there, engineering hull, primary hull, all done there now. So those dry clear. So I have to install the lighting for the navigation on the hulls, engineering hull, and then I'll get to this eventually. Alright, so I got this piece in here now. I got the clear dome I got to put in there, but I still have to drill the hole and get a light source in there. Okay, so I'm going to use a 5mm white LED here. Go on the inside here. Okay, I'm going to flatten the head out on this a little bit. Alright, just gotta let that set now. I'm gonna use a 360 ohm resistor on that. Okay, that's good. Okay, I went back and I filled in all the windows that I did not drill out. I just used a felt marker. That's all I did. Now, here we got the thrusters here, so I'm going to drill those out and use the 20mm fiber optic line and just put them in there, and they just point at the light source to light those up, and that's all you need to do for that. I got the 360 ohm resistor on that. Got the 5-volt regulator here. Let's get that put in place. Okay, so I got 3 pins here on this. This is main power in. This is ground for all grounds. This is positive out. Positive in. Looking at it this way. Positive in. Center pin is always ground. Positive out. Okay. So I'm going to hook main power in here. And I won't worry about the ground yet because I got a few other ground wires that are going to be going in there. Like this LED here will be drawing power from the 5-volt here. But I got a few other things I need to go in there. So there's another set of wires that are going to be running down into the primary hull here, or the engineering hull. Because I need to get lighting for the torpedoes in the forward and aft. So it's going to be 2 reds. So I need to run a line from 5-volt regulator down. Just labeling it so I make sure I know that this is for the 5-volt only. Okay. So I need to get lines from here. Okay, so I got everything ready here for the torpedo effect. Okay, got those tied in there. 470 ohm resist or 1K resistors on the reds. They don't need to be very bright. Got them tied in here to the 5-volt regulator here. Okay, so those are all done. Looks good. Okay, I'm just gonna put in the navigation lighting for the back here. Basically just do what I did for the warp engines. Okay, now I got all of them on there. Same with all those all along there. And the one here, the strobe behind the bridge. And here, then the other strobe. Okay, so I put 2 470 ohm resistors on the red. So originally I was going to use a 1K, but the red just isn't bright enough. So I put 2 470s on there. Just the reason because the reds just love sucking the juice and it takes from all the other LEDs. So you have to balance out the power distribution to the other LEDs so they all get fairly equal brightness. So that's done. The one in the back down there is done. Torpedo launchers are done. Okay, the next step right now is to get the navigation circuit done. It'll go right in here, and it'll tie into the 5-volt regulator, and then start running the lines to all the LEDs and everything. And I think, well, that almost takes care of everything. I still have to run lines from the warp engines down into the ship here, and run lines down to the lower warp engine. So I still got this wiring to do in here yet. Well, that is it for this episode, everyone. In the next one, we're going to finish off the lighting and then start on the assembly. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.